I am the good shepherd, and I know mine, and mine know me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I will lay down my life for the sheep. The visit to Adonara for 3 days has taught me a lot to grow to be a better shepherd. While in Adonara with 2 other priests and 9 brothers, we focused only on Christ the King parish in Waiwerang, which was very much affected by the disaster. For us, the assignment there is at least temporarily finished, and we continue our other duties. For the shepherds there, both priests and sisters who have not stopped serving for 3 weeks, the task of being shepherds for their people who have been hit by this disaster has not finished. Maybe this is just the beginning. There was great joy on their faces, although they could not hide the fatigue. Providing assistance to 400 families plus those at the 5 refugee stations took a lot of time and energy, let alone how much mentally exhausting it is for them, because some people they know well also lost their lives, such as the parish treasurer, who was one of the victims. When we arrived, after helping to lift the food supplies we had brought, the sisters were asked to empty the goods of 6 large trucks which contained used clothes, rice, and food from other places. When I asked them if they needed help, they immediately said yes. When I saw the clothes sacked as high as a mountain in the big truck, I immediately came to the conclusion that it was impossible for these 5 sisters, some of whom were not young anymore, to be able to carry them all. Some of the brothers who were still strong helped, while others were exhausted from a day-long trip carrying tons of food supplies from a truck to a ship, then from the ship to different utes, and finally into the parish hall. Then we come to this verse: I am the good shepherd, and I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. This means that the task of providing for the physical needs of the people is simply not enough, because a good shepherd is a shepherd who knows his people. This was especially true when we visited families and parishioners and spent time listening to their stories. They really need attention, especially from their shepherd. They long to be heard. They are not just one among all victims. Their stories are not just stories on television or in newspapers. Everyone I had conversed with had their own story, their own trauma, their own worries, disappointments, sadness, and hopes. We were only there for 3 days to fill in a little gap. The rest, only Jesus, the Good Shepherd, can provide. And may Jesus give the strength to the priests, sisters, volunteers, and anyone who has a heart of a good shepherd. Finally, I remembered Pope Francis' word at the 2013 Mass for the renewal of the priestly vows. He called on us to go out and spend a lot of time with our sheep, to have the smell of the sheep. Priests who rarely go out often become sad and lose their spirit, because they rarely listen to warm words from their sheep who expresses gratitude and greets him. I am grateful that God helped us to get out. We, little shepherds, were encouraged in the midst of the suffering sheep who still express their sincere gratitude to us. Thank you, brothers and sisters in Adonara, who have greatly strengthened our calling. May God call and form many shepherds after his heart for his beloved people.